Arsenal should swerve desperation transfer triple tax for 8 million striker. Arsenal are likely to have to pay up to 80 million for Ivan Toney, begins the report in the Times. Well, the excellent news for Arsenal is they don't have to pay. They can choose not to pay a Premier League tax, multiplied by an English supplement plus a general toll for an excellent striker who nevertheless should cost nobody 80 million. Not at 27, and absolutely not after 8 months of no competitive football. If you have months to soar the world for a striker and you still land just a few miles away in West London and agree to pay 80 million for a player with one England cap, then something has gone wrong. Not at Brentford, who quite rightly would praise Premier League survival, by no means guaranteed over a 50 million transfer fee for their best asset, but at Arsenal. If this is the process, then don't trust it. Toney is an excellent finisher and a very obvious upgrade on Edin Ketia, but it is difficult to think of a top-flight striker who would not be an obvious upgrade on Edin Ketia. It is not an exclusive club. Arsenal spent 200 million this summer and neglected to buy a natural finisher after a season in which they finished more goals behind Manchester City than points. But that oversight should not lead to lunacy just a few months later, especially when the chances of winning the Premier League title already look remote. No club should spend massive amounts of money in January unless they need marginal gains. Is a little challenge within sight? Would a few points make the difference between a Champions League finish and a disaster? Is relegation a clear and present danger? If not, wait until the summer when prices inevitably come down. If you must pay a general toll, then you do not voluntarily add a Premier League tax and an English supplement. Arsenal have been linked with Feyenoord striker Santiago Gimenez, 5 years Toney Jr., and Lord knows how much cheaper. And crucially, Gimenez is already playing and scoring for a team that usually dominates possession, not a Brentford side that scores a disproportionate number of goals on the counter-attack. The pace and power of Toney, thriving on the last man, is not exactly a natural fit for an Arsenal side reliant on intricate football against deep defenses. The combination of January English and Premier League should only be for the desperate. The only big transfer that fitted that description last January was Anthony Gordon to Newcastle, who had scored just 1 goal in 4 Premier League games, and the top 4 spot was in serious jeopardy. Gordon ultimately contributed very little to their eventual success, but his 40 million transfer was driven by the idea that he might